Very good morning class. Today standard 10th will learn about chapter number 3rd, two stories about flying, of flying. So let's correct here. It's not of flying, it's about flying. About flying. So here at first there are two stories. Here there are two stories in this. So let's discuss the first story. First story is first flight. First flight. So now let's start reading this chapter. And at first I'll write down all the meanings that will be asked in exam. Here we have some of the meanings. At first we have ledge, seagull, shrilly, herring, kettle, breeding. Got it? So these are the meanings can be helpful in the during the session. So now let's start the first part. His first flight by Liam O. Flaherty. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge, okay, here there is a wall, and the young seabird is mentioned here. Young seabird was alone on his ledge. He was all alone on his ledge, on his wall. These two brothers and sisters had already flown away the day before. His brother and his sister is already flown away. He had been afraid to fly with them. As there is a problem of afraid and fear. As the problem there was a fear, he or she was afraid of flying with them. Okay, somehow when he had taken a little run forward to bring up the ledge, attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. See here, the phobia of height may be there, but at first, this bird tries to run on the ledge, this wall, and starts flapping his wing. But when the bird keeps on, the edge, at that point fears arise inside his mind, and he becomes very blank, and that was afraid. Got it? A great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away there with a little flow. See, as there is a wall, there was a sea of too deep and too wide. And here, this bird was flying. So when it comes on this portion, suddenly it affects. Because when he sees that beneath this portion there is a huge amount of water, and if my wing will not support, I will directly fall down. Okay, and what will happen afterwards? I will become prey of some aquatic animal. But so he bent his head, and because of that he returns backward. This bird returns backward. Okay, even when each of his brother and little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away. He failed to muster up courage to take the plunge which appeared to him so desperate. See, his brother and sister were, their wings were not so much big, they were shorter than his. But then also they near the brink, they tried and they flew away. But this bird, for him it was very difficult. Got it? So they flapped their wings and flew away. His father and mother had come around, calling him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening him to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not. See, in in birds there is a law, reflection, where if here we have to walk, there they have to fly. Because if they will not fly, they can't feed themselves. Yes, as they were young ones, their mother used to feed them. But when they get older, it's not older, younger, they have to fly. It's mandatory. So there, his mothers and father was calling him very loud, very shrilly, in loud voice, very shrilly loud voice, that you have to fly, otherwise you will die with starving. Got it? So for the sake of food, you have to fly. But this little bird, sea bird, was afraid of his own life. because he thinks that what will happen if my wings will not support while I am flying? I'll fall down. So if I am not here, so what's the matter of eating food and having food if I'm not alive? So that was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about his brothers and sisters, protecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. He had, in fact, yes, it was 24 hour day, and that day, his mother, father, and his brother, sister were flying in the sky, and his mother and father were protecting him from the prey from different prey, and also teaching him how to dive in the ocean to get fish. As this bird is a seabird, so their only food is fish, but it's a loss. It's a loss, and if they're dead or in the in the ocean, they are dead. Got it? So this was the scenario. Also, he had to fetch his older brother catch his first herring and devour it, raising a proud crackle. And all the morning, the whole family had walked out on the big plateau with down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice. See, his brother has done something very well. His brother has, caught a fish and ate it at first, and entire day, this guy's father and mother used to taunting him for his cowardice, for his cowardice. So he was getting frustrated more and more because at first his brother and sister was doing very well, and he was not doing. And the second one was the concept of having food and starvation was also evolving around his mind. Suppose if today I will not learn how to fly, then tomorrow I can't protect myself from this prey and hunters. And if I will not fly today, then tomorrow I will be hungry. So the sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge, the face the south. He felt that the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. See, he has not taken any kind of food from his nightfall, from the previous nightfall. So because of that, this bird was feeling very heat and very dull. Okay, the sun was, he stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to fall asleep. Still, there no one noticed for him. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with other heads sunk in their necks. His father was painting the feathers on his white back, only his mother was looking at him. She was standing a little high on the plateau. Her white breast thrust forward and now and big again. She tore at a piece of fish that lay at her feet and then spread each side of her back on the. See here, this bird is trying to flew, and in the morning tried. Moved, closed his eyes, and then he stepped ahead for the walk, and then he pulled his leg and his back, this back portion of leg, and his father was not observing him, only his mother was observing. His brother and sisters were in the sky doing their daily stuffs, and he this bird was getting very hungry, so he made sound like and he cried begging her to bring him some food. And she screamed back, discouraged furiously, but he kept calling plaintively. And after a minute, also he uttered a joyful scream. His mother had picked up a piece of fish and was lying across to him with it. Yes, and this bird was getting very hungry, So he said that I need food, I am hungry, and please bring some food. So his mother tried something and bring a fish for him, piece of fish, and it was placed on the rock, the ledge on the rock. There he leaned to eat that fish, eagerly tapping the rock with his feet, trying to get nearer to her as he flew across. But when she just opposite to him, she held her wings motionless, the piece of fish in her back almost within reach of his beak. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer, then maddened by hunger. He dived at the fish with a loud scream. He fell outwards and downward into space. Then a monstrous terror seized him and his heart stood still. See, here the situation changes. When his mother brings some food, he tries to reach him and his mother was going above him. Away from him, not above, away from him. His mother was going away from him and he was trying. The next moment he felt his wings spread outwards. The wind rushed against his breast feathers and then he could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. He was not falling headlong now, he was soaring gradually. Now, as the moment came that his mother tipped him and he tried to eat that food, piece of fish, he was situation like mom, son, and like this. Then he started flying. So this was just a situation. Here it is, in a poetic effect, it has been explained, and the concept is you have to know that how at what situation he started flying. Okay, he was soaring gradually downwards, and he was making the noise as written in the book, but I will not speak that word. Then he flapped his wings once and soared upwards. His mother swooped past him, her wings making a loud noise. He answered her with another scream. Then his father flew over screaming. He saw his two brothers and his sister flying around him, curvetting and banking and soaring and diving. He was in the sky. His brother and sister was also there in the sky. His father was also supporting him and protecting him, and his mother was also protecting him in the sky, and also teaching him how to get fish from the sea. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him, with a little reach making over it, and he turned his back sideways in cold amazement. Then he was flying in the sky, doing the activities and stuff, and little ridges moving over and beneath most of it. His parents and brothers and sisters had landed on his beam, flying ahead of him. They were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. He dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping easily. But he was tired and weak with hunger and could not rise. See, he was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight over the ocean. He was near the sea, facing over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him. It was a vast green sea beneath him, with little ridges moving over it. So there, his brother and sister lies there, and he also tries there. He also landed there, and his mother was shrilling. He was shrilling, calling shrilling. So he dropped his legs and stand on the green sea. It was green sea. So his legs sank into it. His legs sank into it. It was deep inside it. And but it was, his mother was calling him, but he gets terrible, tired. He was tired, so that he cannot rise up again. Not rise up again. Exhausted. By the strange exercise, his feet sank into the green sea, and then his feet touched it, and he sank no further. He was floating on it, and around him his family was screaming, praising him, and other mates were offering him scrap of dolphins. He had made his first. He had made his first flight. In this portion, we come to know that how a bird, from a young one to a flight, the journey from a stable and simple life to a flight is described here in this portion. At first, it was difficult for him. After that, it was very, for him it was amusement when he landed on the first green sea. See, here the situation comes, and he fails, then he faces, and he gets succeed. So here, Liam of Lely says about the first flight of a bird that describes very beautifully how a bird gets its first flight. Okay, so here also we have lots of meanings. I have done some more. I'll write it down also. Here we have some meanings. Let's discuss. Beckoning, that's falling. Curvating, that's leaping like a horse. Leaping like a horse. We have banking, means what wants simple way. Bank is like storing something uh, near a way of flow of a river. Suppose there is a river, there is a bank. Means all the sand and all the pebbles portion are stored in near the kinara portion, near the that portion. That's a side of the flow. That used to say as a bank. Here banking is flying with one being higher than the other. Here banking is says flying with one being higher than the other. In other words, that is there. Halted means stop. Halt means stop. Halt means stop. Wetted means sharpen. Wetted means sharpen. फिर derisively means stupid manner. Derisively means stupid manner. And preening means making an effort to maintain feathers. Preening means making an effort to maintain feathers. Got it? So these are the meanings, and that's it. So class, this portion and this chapter third, first portion is over with meanings also. The next lecture we will take second portion. Got it? Goodbye.